Hello and welcome to a journey that will change the way you speak English forever. Let us talk about that frustrating moment we all know too well. You spend hours studying grammar rules. You watch endless English videos online. You memorize long lists of vocabulary words. In your head, you feel ready. But then it happens. Someone walks up to you. They ask a simple question. Suddenly, your mind goes completely blank. Your throat tightens up. The words you knew just a second ago vanish into thin air. You stand there frozen. You feel nervous. You feel shy. You walk away thinking your English is just not good enough. It is a terrible feeling. It makes you want to hide. It makes you want to avoid speaking altogether. But the truth is, your English is not the problem. The problem is how you have been training. You have been treating English like a history lesson. You have been storing it in your brain like old facts. But speaking is not just about knowing things. Speaking is a physical skill. It is like riding a bicycle or playing an instrument. Your mouth and your brain need real daily practice to work together. That is why we are starting a powerful 30-day challenge today. This is not a typical school course. You will not sit down to write long, boring essays. You will not memorize dry grammar rules. Instead, you will train your brain and your mouth to work as a team. We are going to build your confidence step by step. By the end of these 30 days, you will stop translating in your head. You will start speaking naturally and clearly. The best part is that you do not need to spend money on expensive classes. You do not need a private teacher. You do not even need a real speaking partner to get started. All you need is your mobile phone, a simple digital assistant like ChatGPT, and your own honest effort every single day. We are going to use this tool as a judgment-free practice zone. It will never laugh at your mistakes. It will never lose patience with you. It is the perfect partner for your daily training. Every day, you will get one small but highly effective task. You will speak, you will write, and you will listen. You will learn to fix your own errors. Little by little, you will feel the language becoming a natural part of who you are. Fluency does not happen overnight. It does not come from one massive day of studying. It comes from tiny, consistent actions. Do not wait until your English is perfect to start speaking. Start speaking simple English today and let the confidence catch up with you. Part 1. The Foundation of Self. Let us begin with the very first step of your 30-day journey. Day 1 is all about who you are. This seems simple, yet most English learners make a huge mistake right at the start. They say their name and then they freeze. They stop talking because they do not know what to say next. A real introduction is not just a label on a box. It is a bridge that connects you to another person. It should show your world, your work, your hobbies, and your dreams. To start this day, you can use your digital companion. Ask ChatGPT to help you write a basic self-introduction. You can look at the story of Rahul. Rahul is from India. He wants to speak English with true confidence. He likes reading books, watching videos, and discovering new things. His main goal is to speak naturally in his everyday life. This is a simple but complete picture of a real person. Your task on this first day is to speak your introduction out loud 5 times. Each time you read it, do it differently. The first time, read it very slowly to get the words right. The second time, focus on making the sounds clear. The third time, try to look away from the screen. The fourth time, put some energy and life into your voice. On the 5th time, record your voice on your phone. Hearing your own recorded voice can feel very strange. Most people hate it at first. It sounds different and it makes you feel awkward. But you must get past this feeling. Your recorded voice is actually your best personal guide. It shows you exactly where you sound great and where you need to make changes. Today is not about being perfect. Today is simply about making a start. On day 2, we move to your daily routine. We talk about the things we do every single day. This is the heart of real-life conversation. When people ask about your day, you should not have to struggle for words. You need to build a simple map of your day. Ask your digital companion to give you a basic paragraph about a daily routine. You can describe your own day using simple blocks. You wake up in the early morning. You drink a glass of water. You brush your teeth and take a warm bath. After that, you have a nice breakfast. Then you spend some time practicing your English. In the afternoon, you do your main work. In the evening, you relax and watch something interesting. At night, you review your new words and go to sleep. Do not just copy these words. Change them to fit your real life. Talk about your actual habits and your real schedule. The secret to making this sound natural lies in a few simple connecting words. Use words like first, then, after that, in the morning, and at night. These words act like glue. They hold your sentences together in a clean order. They make your speech flow smoothly from one thought to the next. Then comes day 3. On this day, we focus on 10 highly useful daily sentences. Many learners try to memorize long, difficult words from the dictionary. This is a trap. Smart learners do the opposite. They focus on common, practical sentences that they can use immediately. Ask ChatGPT to give you 10 simple sentences for daily life. Practice sentences that help you survive in conversation. Ask people how they are doing. Tell them what you are doing. Let them know you are practicing your English. Learn how to ask for help when you do not understand. Practice saying things like, "Please say that again," or "I need a moment to think." These are real tools for real conversations. Do not just read these sentences once and forget them. Speak each sentence out loud 3 times. Then try to use them in your own real-life situations. For example, tell yourself, "I am doing my best to improve every day." This is how these phrases become a natural part of your brain. You stop translating word by word and you start speaking incomplete thoughts. Part 2. Your world and time travel. On day 4, we bring English into your physical space. Look around the room you are sitting in right now. What do you see? You do not need to look for rare or unusual things. Just look at the common objects that surround you every day. You might see a black phone on your desk. You might see a heavy book. You might see a simple wooden chair, a table, or a clear water bottle. Your goal today is to describe 5 of these items in very simple English. For example, look at your phone. Do not just say the word phone. Say a few simple sentences about it. This is my phone. It has a black screen. I use it every hour of the day. I use it to watch videos, talk to my family, and practice my English. Now look at your chair. This is my chair. It is made of dark wood. I sit on it when I want to study. This simple exercise has a massive impact on your brain. It forces you to stop translating words in your head. Usually, you see an object, think of the word in your native language, and then try to find the English translation. This process is too slow. By naming and describing the things right in front of you, you build a direct link between the physical world and your English voice. You do not need a massive vocabulary for this. Simple words are perfect. Real fluency starts when you can talk about normal things using normal, everyday language. On day 5, we focus on the art of questions and answers. In the real world, we do not just speak in long, unbroken paragraphs. Real conversations are like a game of catch. One person throws a question, and the other person catches it and throws back an answer. Many English learners make a big mistake here. They give short, one-word answers. If someone asks where they are from, they just say, India. If someone asks what they do, they just say, student. This makes the conversation feel cold and dry. It stops the flow of the talk. Today, you will practice giving full answers. Ask your digital partner to ask you 10 simple questions, one by one. When you answer, use complete sentences. Instead of saying, student, say, I am a student and I study IT. Instead of saying India, say, I am from India and I live in a very busy city. Practice questions about your name, your favorite food, your hobbies, and your daily life. This simple change makes you sound much more natural. It prepares you for real conversations in classrooms, job interviews, and casual meetings. On day 6, we travel to the past. Talking about yesterday can be very tricky for learners. It is very common to hear people say, yesterday I go to the store, or yesterday I wake up late. This is because our brains naturally want to use the simplest form of the verb. But today, we are going to train your brain to use the past tense correctly. Ask ChatGPT to help you write a simple paragraph about your day yesterday. Focus on how the action words change their form. Wake becomes woke. Brush becomes brushed. Have becomes had. Study becomes studied. Watch becomes watched. Write down 8 simple sentences about what you actually did yesterday. For example, yesterday I woke up at 7. I drank a warm cup of tea. I walked in the park for 20 minutes. Then send these sentences to your digital companion. Ask it to check your grammar. Once you have the correct version, read it out loud 5 times. This is how you master grammar. You do not just memorize dry lists of irregular verbs. You use them to describe your own life. On day 7, we look forward to the future. We often need to talk about our plans, our goals, and our dreams. Today, you will practice using future forms like I will, I am going to, and I plan to. Ask your digital partner to help you write a simple paragraph about your plans for tomorrow and your dreams for the future. For example, tomorrow I will wake up early. I am going to practice my speaking for 15 minutes. I plan to learn 5 useful sentences. In the future, I want to speak English without any fear. Write down your own plans. Make them personal and real. When your practice is connected to your actual goals, you feel more motivated. You do not feel like you are just doing schoolwork. You feel like you are building your actual future. Speak these sentences with energy. Believe in the words you are saying. Part 3. The internal voice and the first milestone. Let us talk about a hidden wall that stops most English learners. This is the wall of mental translation. When someone talks to you, your brain does a lot of heavy work. First, you hear the English words. Then you translate them into your native language to understand. Next, you think of an answer in your native language. Finally, you translate that answer back into English. This process takes too much time. It is the real reason behind those long, painful pauses. It is why you feel stuck even when you know the words. On day 8, we are going to break this habit. You will practice thinking directly in English for 10 minutes. This is a quiet but incredibly powerful exercise. You do not need to speak out loud. You just need to talk to yourself in your head. Look at what you are doing right now. Narrate your life like a movie. Think to yourself, I am sitting on my chair. I am holding my phone. I am looking at the screen. I am feeling calm. I want to learn this language. Keep your sentences very simple. Do not try to think of complex thoughts. The goal is to make your brain comfortable with English as a direct tool. If you do this every day, the pathway in your brain becomes faster. You will start to reply without that slow translation step. Your thoughts and your words will begin to flow together. On day 9, we focus on the physical side of speaking. Many people forget that speaking the language is like a sport. It requires the muscles in your mouth, your tongue, and your lips to move in new ways. If you only read silently, those muscles stay weak. That is why we use a technique called shadowing. With shadowing, you listen to a sentence and repeat it immediately. You do not wait for the sentence to finish. You try to mimic the speaker like an echo. Ask your digital companion to give you 10 simple sentences. Listen to the voice and copy the sound. Pay close attention to the rhythm. Focus on where the voice goes up and where it goes down. Do not worry about speed. Speed is a trap that leads to messy pronunciation. Focus on control instead. Speak slowly and clearly. Let your mouth get used to the shape of the English sounds. If a sentence feels hard, repeat it 5 times. Your mouth will slowly build muscle memory. Soon, the words will come out without you even thinking about how to move your tongue. Then you arrive at day 10. This is your very first big milestone. You're going to give a simple 1-minute speech. Do not let this scare you. A 1-minute speech is not a professional presentation. It is just a short, clear talk about something you know well. Choose a topic that matters to you. You can talk about your dream for the future. You can talk about why you want to learn English. Use your digital partner to help you organize your thoughts into a simple structure. Start with a clear opening sentence. Share 2 or 3 simple points. End with a strong closing thought. Once you have your speech ready, read it out loud 3 times. Then take a deep breath and record your voice. Listen to the recording. Do not judge yourself too harshly. Just look for one small thing you can do better. Maybe you can speak a bit slower. Maybe you can make one word sound clearer. Record it again with those changes. This is how real progress is made. You practice, you listen, you adjust, and you try again. You have completed the first 10 days and your voice is already growing stronger. Checkpoint 1. The 10-day reflection. Take a deep breath. Stop for a moment and look back at how far you have come. Just 10 days ago, you might have felt completely blocked. You might have felt that cold fear in your chest when someone asked you to speak. Your mind wanted to run away and hide. But look at what you have done since then. You did not just sit and watch. You took real action. You introduced yourself clearly. You mapped out your daily life. You named the objects in your room. You stepped into the past and planned for the future. You even practiced the hard work of thinking directly in English. And finally, you stood tall and gave a 1-minute speech. This is not a small achievement. This is a massive shift in your daily habits. You must understand that speaking a language is not a test of your intelligence. It is a physical training of your mouth and your brain. You are building new roads in your mind. Every time you speak a sentence, you make those roads stronger and smoother. Think of this journey like building a house. The first 10 days are all about digging deep and pouring the concrete. It is hard work. It is quiet work. Nobody sees the foundation from the outside, but without it, the house will fall. You have spent 10 days pouring that strong foundation. The foundation is now solid. Your mouth is getting used to the movements. Your brain is starting to drop the heavy weight of translation. Be proud of this progress. You have proven to yourself that you can do this. The first 10 days are often the hardest because you have to break old silent habits. But you broke through. Now you are ready to build the walls. Let us keep moving forward. Part 4. Stories and Preferences. Let us step into day 11 of our journey. On this day, we explore the magic of simple stories. Many language learners spend hours memorizing long lists of single words. They write down a word, write down its meaning, and try to remember it. But this method does not work well in real life. When you try to speak, your brain cannot find the words fast enough. You struggle to put them together. Stories solve this problem because they show you words in action. They show you how words live inside real sentences. Your brain naturally loves stories. We remember characters and events much better than dry lists of vocabulary. You can ask your digital companion to write a very short story. Keep the vocabulary easy and clear. Think of a simple story about a young boy who wanted to speak English well. He decided to practice for 15 minutes every single day. At the beginning, he made many mistakes. He often forgot simple words and felt very nervous. But he did not stop. He kept moving forward. After 1 month, he felt a big change. He was not perfect, but he was much better than before. When you read a story like this, do not just look at the words on the screen. Read it slowly first to understand the meaning. Find any new words and ask your digital partner to explain them. Then read the story out loud with a clear and strong voice. The most important step comes next. Try to tell the story again using your own words. Do not try to memorize the exact sentences. Just tell the story like you are talking to a friend. This forces your brain to build its own sentences. It teaches you how to connect ideas naturally. On day 12, we focus on sharing your likes and dislikes. This is a very common topic in everyday conversations. People always want to know what you enjoy and what you do not like. They ask about your hobbies, your favorite food, your books, or your movies. If you can express these preferences clearly, you can connect with people easily. You can start by practicing basic sentences with your digital assistant. Use simple patterns like I like and I do not like. For example, you can say, I like reading books. I like learning new things. I like spending time with positive people. You can also say, I do not like wasting my time. I do not like negative thinking. I do not like waking up late. But we want to go deeper today. We want to make your sentences longer and more interesting. Instead of just saying, I like English, you should add a reason. You can say, I like English because it helps me connect with people from other countries. Instead of just saying, I do not like wasting time, you can say, I do not like wasting time because my future is very important to me. This simple addition of the word because changes everything. It makes your speech sound much more mature and thoughtful. Try to create 10 sentences about things you like and 10 sentences about things you do not like. Speak them with confidence and feel the power of your own voice. Day 13 is all about action. We're going to focus on 10 powerful verbs. Verbs are the engines of language. Without them, your sentences cannot move. If you know how to use strong verbs, you can explain almost anything. You can talk about your daily actions, your problems, and your dreams. Ask your digital partner to give you 10 highly useful verbs for daily life. Focus on words like improve, practice, understand, explain, decide, continue, create, believe, remember, and achieve. These are words you can use every day. They help you express progress and choice. To truly master these verbs, you must practice them in different tenses. Try to make 3 sentences for each verb. Make 1 sentence about today, 1 about yesterday, and 1 about the future. For example, look at the verb practice. Today I practice my speaking. Yesterday I practiced my speaking. Tomorrow I will practice my speaking. Do this for all 10 verbs. This simple exercise helps your brain understand how time changes the words. It makes your grammar natural without making you study boring rules. On day 14, we face one of the biggest fears in language learning. We face the fear of making mistakes. Many people stay silent because they are afraid of saying something wrong. They think a mistake is a sign of failure. But this is not true. Mistakes are actually your best teachers. If you never make mistakes, you can never get better. The key is to find your mistakes and fix them. Practicing with a digital assistant is wonderful because there is no shame. The machine will never laugh at you. It will never lose patience. It is a completely safe space to try and fail. Today, you will use your digital companion as a personal editor. Write 10 simple sentences about your life. Do not worry about making them perfect. Just write them down as they come to your mind. Then ask your companion to check your grammar and explain any errors in simple words. For example, you might write, I am going to market. Your companion will show you the correct way. I am going to the market. You might write, he don't know English. Your companion will correct it to, he doesn't know English. Do not feel bad when you see these corrections. Feel happy because you are learning the correct pattern. Read the corrected sentences out loud 3 times. Let your brain absorb the correct rhythm. This is how you build real accuracy over time. Part 5. Mirrors and reality. On day 15, we step in front of a mirror. This is where we face ourselves. Many learners can speak when they are completely alone in a quiet room. But when they have to look at another person, they freeze. Mirror practice bridges this gap. Stand up and look at your own eyes. At first, you will feel a strong urge to look away. Your face might feel warm. You might feel silly talking to a piece of glass. This is a natural physical reaction. It is the fear of being judged, even by yourself. But you must hold that eye contact. Relax your shoulders. Speak a simple 1-minute speech about your favorite food or your daily routine. In real life, you cannot delete a spoken sentence. You cannot hit backspace. You must keep going. Mirror practice teaches you this exact skill. If you make a mistake, do not stop. Keep your eyes on yourself and finish the thought. This builds a powerful sense of presence. It prepares you for real-world eye contact with bosses, teachers, and strangers. On day 16, we bring English into real-world situations. We stop practicing random sentences. We start practicing real life. Think about walking into a busy restaurant. You need to order food. You need to ask for the bill. Ask your digital companion to give you a simple dialogue between a customer and a waiter. Read both parts out loud. First, speak as the customer. Feel the hunger and the politeness in your voice. Then change your tone and speak as the waiter. This role play helps you prepare for the unexpected. You can practice shopping, calling a doctor, or ordering a coffee. By playing both sides of the conversation, you learn how people react. You learn the rhythm of daily transactions. You will not have to search for words when you stand in a real shop. Your brain will already know the pattern. On day 17, we build the courage to share our opinions. In real conversations, people do not just ask for facts. They ask what you think. They ask if you agree. If you only answer with a simple yes or no, the conversation dies. Your speaking becomes too short and dry. Today you will learn how to give your opinion using simple structures. Use phrases like, I think, I believe, or in my opinion. Do not just say, I like mobile phones. Say, in my opinion, mobile phones are very useful because they help us learn anywhere. Use a simple 4-step plan. State your opinion first. Give one clear reason. Share a quick example. End with a simple summary. This structure keeps your thoughts organized. It prevents you from getting lost in your own words. It gives you the power to speak for 30 seconds on any topic, from reading books to working hard. On day 18, we focus on a very practical skill. We learn how to explain a problem. In life, things go wrong. You might face an issue with your computer. You might feel sick and need to explain your pain to a doctor. You might be confused about a grammar rule. Today, you will practice explaining these situations in simple English. Practice phrases like, I have a problem, or I am facing an issue. Do not let the problem make you silent. Use your words to ask for help. For example, say, I have a problem with my pronunciation. I find it hard to say long words. Can you help me? This practice is extremely useful. It teaches you that English is not just for happy, perfect moments. It is a tool to solve real problems and get the help you need in your daily life. Part 6. Listening and the Big Chat. Let us move forward to day 19. Today we focus entirely on your ears. Many people want to speak English, but they do not spend enough time listening. This is a huge mistake. Listening is the secret food for your speaking brain. If you do not hear the language, you cannot speak it. Think of English like music. Every language has its own beat. It has its own ups and downs. It has a unique rhythm. If you only read words on a page, you miss the music. You need to train your ears to catch this rhythm. Today you will practice a simple but powerful exercise. Ask your digital companion to give you 10 basic sentences. Listen to them carefully. You can use the text-to-speech feature on your phone. Listen to the first sentence. Pause the audio. Now repeat the sentence out loud. Do not just say the words. Try to copy the exact sound. Copy the way the voice rises and falls. Listen to simple sentences like, I am learning something new today. Or, mistakes are just part of my journey. Or, I will not stop practicing. Repeat each sentence 5 times. The first time, say it very slowly. Focus on getting the sounds right. The second time, speak clearly and firmly. The third time, put some real emotion into your voice. Feel the words. The fourth time, close your eyes. Speak the sentence without looking at your screen. The fifth time, say it with absolute confidence. This exercise connects your ears directly to your mouth. It builds a bridge between what you hear and what you say. Listening gives your brain the raw material. Speaking is how you use that material. You absolutely need both to succeed. Now we arrive at day 20. This is a very special milestone. You have practiced introductions. You have talked about your daily life. You have used the past tense and planned for the future. You have shared your likes, your dislikes, and your opinions. You have even faced the mirror. Today you are going to put all of these pieces together. You will have a full back-and-forth conversation with your digital partner. This is where the real magic happens. Open your chat assistant. Give it a clear and simple instruction. Tell it, chat with me in simple English. Ask me one question at a time. Correct my mistakes. Help me make my answers better. Then let the conversation begin. Your companion might ask, "How are you feeling today?" Do not just say, "I am fine." That is too short. It kills the conversation. Instead, give a full and warm answer. Say, "I am feeling happy today because I am practicing my English. I want to improve my skills step by step." Your companion might ask,
"What did you do yesterday?"
Use your past tense skills. Say, "Yesterday I studied English for 30 minutes. I practiced my speaking and learned some useful sentences. I also corrected my grammar." Your partner might ask about your dreams, your routine, or your problems. Answer each question with 2 or 3 complete sentences. If you make a mistake, do not worry. Your digital friend will gently show you the correct way. Read the correction, understand it, then use the correct version in your next reply. This is how real communication works. It is not about being perfect. It is about sharing ideas. It is about trying, making mistakes, getting corrected, and trying again. This is the fastest way to build real speaking confidence. You are no longer just practicing drills. You are having a real conversation in English. Enjoy this moment. You have worked hard to get here. Checkpoint 2. The 20-day shift. 20 days have passed. Think about that for a second. You have spent nearly 3 weeks training your mind and your mouth. You are no longer the same person who started on day 1. Back then, you might have felt a heavy weight in your chest just thinking about speaking. You were trapped in a loop of constant translation. But now, things are starting to look different. Your brain is adapting to the new patterns. The path from your thoughts to your words is becoming shorter and faster. You can feel the physical change in your mouth. The muscles in your jaw and tongue are becoming familiar with the shapes of English sounds. The hesitation is fading. The long pauses are shrinking. This is not luck. This is the direct result of your daily dedication. You have built a solid foundation. You have explored your daily routines, moved through the past and the future, and even had real conversations with your digital partner. The habit is now locked into your daily life. You do not have to force yourself to practice anymore. It has simply become a part of who you are. Now you are standing at the edge of the final stretch. The next 10 days will push you a little further. They will help you express deeper feelings, share actual advice, and handle real-world situations with ease. You are ready for this. You have already proven that you can show up every day. Let us step into the final 10 days with pride and energy. The finish line is within your reach. Part 7. Emotions and Connections. Let us step into day 21 of your journey. Today we are going to talk about your feelings. Most English learners only know one phrase when someone asks how they are. They always say, "I am fine." But real human life is not just about being fine. We feel happy. We feel sad. We feel nervous, excited, or proud. If you only say you are fine, you hide your real self. You keep a wall between you and the other person. Real connection starts when you share your true emotions. Today, you will practice explaining how you feel. Ask your digital companion to help you express different emotions. Use simple but powerful patterns. For example, you can say, "I feel very happy today because I completed my daily practice." Or you can say, "I feel nervous when I speak English because I worry about making mistakes." Notice how we use the word because. This word is like a bridge. It connects your feeling to your reason. It makes your conversation much more interesting. Try to write 10 sentences about your feelings. Send them to your digital partner to check. Then speak them out loud with real emotion in your voice. On day 22, we turn our focus to the people around us. We learn how to describe others. This is a beautiful skill. It allows you to talk about your family, your friends, or your coworkers. You can describe what they look like. More importantly, you can describe their personality and their habits. Ask your digital assistant to give you some positive words to describe a person. Focus on words like kind, honest, hardworking, and helpful. Learn words like polite, friendly, confident, and positive. Let us look at a simple example. You can say, "My friend is a very kind person. He is always helpful and hardworking. He speaks politely to everyone he meets. I respect him because he never gives up on his dreams." When you describe someone you care about, the words carry real meaning. Your brain remembers these words much better because they are linked to a real face. Write a short paragraph about someone you respect. Ask your digital partner to correct it. Then practice speaking it without looking at your notes. Day 23 brings us to the logic of comparison. In daily life, we constantly compare things. We compare places, choices, habits, and ideas. Comparing helps you explain your thoughts in a logical way. It shows people why you prefer one thing over another. Ask your digital companion to show you how to compare two things in simple English. You will practice using key phrases. Use phrases like better than, easier than, harder than, or more useful than. For example, you can say, "Reading books is better than wasting time on social media." Or you can say, "Speaking practice is more useful than only watching videos." You can also say, "Morning study is easier than night study for me." Choose 5 pairs of things to compare. You can compare morning and night, or speaking alone and speaking with people. Write 2 sentences for each pair. This exercise trains your brain to think logically. It helps you build structured arguments when you speak. On day 24, we take a major step forward. You will learn how to give advice in English. This is a very special skill. Usually, as a language learner, you feel like the person who always needs help. You feel small. But today, you change your role. You become the person who can help others. This simple shift builds massive confidence. Ask your digital partner to teach you how to give advice. You will use structures like "you should," "you should not," "you need to," or "it is better to." Imagine a friend who is struggling to learn English. They tell you they feel nervous. You can give them real advice. Tell them, "You should practice every day. You should not be afraid of making mistakes. You can try speaking in front of the mirror. It is better to start with simple sentences." Practice giving advice for 5 common problems. When you use your English to help someone else, you realize how powerful your voice has become. You are no longer just a student. You are a communicator. Part 8. The Hot Seat. We now enter day 25 of our 30-day journey. This phase is called the hot seat because we are going to push your speaking limits. We start day 25 with the powerful art of personal storytelling. A story is much more than just a list of facts. It is a journey that connects your heart to the listener. When you tell a story, you do not just share information, you share an experience. Ask your digital companion to help you write a simple story about a small life experience. Keep the structure simple and clean. Talk about what happened first. Describe the problem you faced. Then share what you learned from that moment. For example, you can talk about your first day trying to learn English. You felt terrified. You made silly mistakes, but you kept going. Tell this story in your own words. Speak it out loud. Do not try to memorize every word. Just let the ideas flow naturally. This exercise helps your speech become smooth and connected. On day 26, we face one of the biggest fears in language learning. We talk about the phone call. Speaking English face-to-face is hard, but speaking on the phone is a completely different level of scary. In a normal conversation, you can see the other person. You can watch their lips move. You can see their hand gestures and facial expressions. On the phone, all of that disappears. There is only a cold voice on the other end. Sometimes there is a heavy silence on the line. That silence can make you panic. Your heart starts to beat fast. You forget your words. Today we are going to break that fear. Ask your digital partner to give you a simple phone call conversation. Practice survival phrases. Say, "Hello, may I speak to John, please?" Or, "I am sorry, I cannot hear you clearly." Or, "Could you please speak a little slower?" Play both roles in this talk. Speak as the caller, then speak as the receiver. Overcoming the quiet moments on a phone call is a major victory. It proves you can handle any situation without hiding. Day 27 brings us to the professional world. We focus on interview English. This is where you build professional confidence. In a job interview, employers do not just listen to your answers. They listen to how you present yourself. They look at your calm energy. Ask your digital companion to ask you common interview questions one by one. Practice answering them with simple, clear sentences. Focus on questions like, "Tell me about yourself," or "What are your strengths and weaknesses?" For example, you can say, "My greatest strength is my consistency. When I decide to learn something, I practice every single day. I might start slow, but I never give up." This practice teaches you to speak with poise. It helps you organize your thoughts under pressure. You will feel ready to face any panel with a calm mind. Then we arrive at day 28. Today is the ultimate speed test. You will practice speaking without any translation in your head. Until now, you have had time to prepare your thoughts, but today you must react instantly. Ask your digital partner to give you quick, simple prompts. Answer them immediately. Do not stop to think about grammar rules. Do not worry about making mistakes. Just let the words come out. Talk about what you see right now. Say, "I am sitting in my room. I see a blue pen on my desk. I feel excited today. I am proud of my progress." The goal is to make your brain treat English like a natural reflex. When you stop translating, you start speaking with real speed and natural flow. Part 9. The Grand Finale. Your journey has brought you to the ultimate stage. On day 29, you are going to face a massive test of your endurance and growth. Think back to day 10. On that day, you pushed yourself to speak for 1 single minute. It felt incredibly long. Your heart was probably racing, and your hands might have been shaking. Now you are going to step up to a 3-minute speech. This is a huge leap forward. It requires you to hold a thought, develop your ideas, and guide your listener through a complete story. Choose a topic that truly means something to you. You can talk about how this 30-day journey has changed your daily habits. You can talk about why consistency is the real secret to success. Or you can talk about your biggest dream for the future. Ask your digital partner to help you outline a simple 3-minute speech. Use a clear structure. Start with a warm introduction that grabs attention. Share your early struggles with the language. Describe the daily practice that helped you break through. Talk about the real improvements you feel today. Finally, end with a powerful message of hope. Write down your thoughts. Let your digital companion check the grammar and suggest better ways to express your ideas. Once the script is ready, read it out loud 5 times. Do not rush through the words. Let your voice carry your real feelings. On the 5th time, record your voice. When you listen to this recording, you will notice something amazing. You sound different. Your voice has more weight. Your pauses are natural. You are no longer just reading words. You are sharing your story. Then you open the door to day 30. This is the final day of your challenge. Be incredibly proud of yourself for reaching this point. Most people quit in the first week. They make excuses. They say they are too busy. They say they will start tomorrow. But you showed up every single day. You practiced speaking, writing, listening, and thinking. You faced your mistakes and made them your teachers. Your final challenge today has 5 distinct parts. It is a full review of everything you have built. First, introduce yourself clearly for 1 minute. Second, describe your daily routine. Third, talk about what you did yesterday using the past tense. Fourth, explain your future plans using the words will and plan to. Fifth, share the most important lesson you learned from these 30 days. Ask your digital partner to act as a friendly examiner. Tell it to ask you these 5 questions, one by one. Answer each question with full, rich sentences. Do not hold back. Speak with power. When you receive the final feedback, look at the corrections with a smile. This is not a final exam where you pass or fail. This is a celebration of your new voice. Compare your voice today with the voice of day 1. Remember that frozen feeling? Remember the blank mind and the quiet fear. That person is gone. You have built a direct connection between your mind and your mouth. You have proven that you do not need a classroom to grow. You only need your own dedication and a willingness to make mistakes. Now that you have reached the end of these 30 days, you might think your work is done. You might feel like you can close your phone, put away your notes, and go back to your old habits. But let us change that perspective. This is not a finish line. This is actually your brand new starting line. The last 30 days were just the warm-up. You have successfully built the engine. Now you must drive the car. What happens on day 31? You do not stop. You keep the momentum going. You do not need to spend hours studying anymore. Just keep English alive in your daily life. Spend 10 minutes talking to yourself in the morning. Write down 5 simple sentences about your feelings before you go to sleep. Have one quick 5-minute chat with your digital companion during your lunch break. Record your voice once a week to track how you sound. The secret to keeping your progress is simple. You must live the language. Do not treat English like a boring subject in a book. Treat it like a daily tool to touch the world. Talk to your pets in English. Think about your shopping list in English. Watch your favorite shows with English subtitles. Make it a natural part of your home and your mind. Remember, the goal of this journey was never to speak perfect English. Perfect English does not exist. Even native speakers make mistakes. The real goal is to make your English alive. It is about expressing your heart, sharing your thoughts, and connecting with other human beings. You have already shown that you have the courage to show up. You have shown that you can face your fears and push past them. Now take that confidence and step out into the real world. Speak with pride. Speak with energy. Keep learning every single day, and never let that inner voice tell you that you are not ready. Your new voice is real, and it is ready to be heard.